take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. When you talk about this Jets defense, they come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB. It easily move into the top 5.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Joseph. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Straight ahead running, here's Samuels, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2nd and 3. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. It's caught by Randall. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. And he's got it. And the 49ers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. Curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Three and a half to go, first quarter. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Another run here with Benson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Jets at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Samuels is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Samuels. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Barnett. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Benson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Roll. Come on. Set.
A give up the middle with Benson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Joseph. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
They'll run for it with Samuels. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Barnett. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Niners will take over here at their own 14-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A big play there for the Niners. 56 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Now they can't bring him down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw. This is caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They run over center with Benson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Go! 18, Pioneer. Check go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the 49ers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the lock.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. They'll hand it off now to Samuels. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he'll try and throw here on the fake.
Pass complete. Now race for the marker.
They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Oftentimes with these gadget plays, these fakes, we focus on the offense and say, hey, they practiced this week. They were ready. But the defense has practiced these situations too.
And just look at it this way. The 2 owners sitting up in their boxes, one is saying, boy, is my team well prepared. And the other one's like, I got to talk to my coaches. What were they thinking?
That's good for 28 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 54 yards.
And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a 2nd and 10.
18, run. 18, let's go.
Looking to throw. Barnett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
That is caught.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Dragon 60. Go.
They'll look to throw again. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
But defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Take go.
Back to throw. Barnett. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Open man here is Benson.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right. And as they breathe a sigh of relief, they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Now the first carry for Bush. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
From the 35, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Looking to throw. Barnett. And he rifles one incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. Barnett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 35 yards.
And the Jets have got it back to within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Powering his way forward.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Here's Samuels again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's go now. 15, right here.
They'll look to throw here. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man complete. That's Joseph. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Still going inside the 20.
And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
They'll run with Benson.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Come on, set.
Back to throw. Barnett. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On the handoff, it's Samuels.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 69 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Niners have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Barnett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Barnett. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. With now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Jets have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot. Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and it blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill in for a loss.
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Back to throw here. That'll be caught out right by Allison. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now 2nd and 5.
They'll run with Samuels. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
78 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. He finds his man complete. It's Joseph. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal.
And now a tip of the cap to the man under center, Charles. He just went over 400 yards passing in this ball game. He's got the touchdown passes to boot, taking pretty good care of the ball. Just all around a really solid performance.
Yeah, just check, check, check.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Next to score, Niners 42, Jets 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Barnett. And got his man complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. 64 yards.
And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
The drive will start with an option going left. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
He's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
And he's going to have a Niners first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They're going to look to throw. Open here is Allison. That's complete.
Here comes 2nd down and 5.
On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Here's first down.
Here we go, set.
A give left side, Bush. Ooh, the juke. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On first down, they stick with Bush. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A big play here. 3rd and 2.
Here we go, here we go. Jack Panther, go.
They'll try to run for it with Benson.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here it is. 4th and inches.
Back to throw. Barnett. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Joseph. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll stop it with a spike here with 7 seconds left on the clock.
From the 17, they work on 2nd and 10.
He's back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And the crowd a major factor now. Here's 3rd down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
This ball intercepted. And the Jets are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.